The prophecy of abundance. A cosmic awakening. What if you could choose wealth over worry and serenity over struggle? What if this month, the universe itself was whispering your name, offering you a chance to align with its golden rhythm of prosperity? In this sacred cycle of 2025, as rare planetary alignments unfold, the air itself feels different, charged, electric, alive with possibility. The ancient seers Baba Vanga and Nostradamus both spoke of such periods, moments when cosmic frequencies unlock hidden gateways of transformation. They said abundance is not a miracle, it's a resonance, a frequency that the awakened mind can hear and the aligned soul can hold. In the language of the universe, everything vibrates: numbers, thoughts, emotions, even intentions. Each carries its own echo in the infinite silence of space. These are not coincidences, they are codes, sacred patterns guiding your destiny. The Buddha once said, "What you think, you become." When your mind hums with peace, gratitude, and clarity, the universe reflects that harmony back to you in forms of opportunity, love, and wealth. But when fear, doubt, and impatience cloud your heart, abundance remains a whisper just beyond reach. So, what if you could decode these hidden messages? What if the numbers appearing around you on clocks, receipts, or in dreams were not random, but cosmic signals? Right now, 6 of these powerful frequencies are active, vibrating in perfect alignment with the spiritual laws of manifestation. Each carries a specific energy: persistence, renewal, balance, stillness, transformation, and higher harmony. Together they create a symphony that can open the flow of abundance in your life, if you choose to listen. Through the wisdom of Buddhism, we learn that wealth is not just measured in coins or comfort, it's measured in consciousness. Real prosperity begins when your inner world finds peace, when you stop chasing and begin aligning. The path to abundance is not outside, it's within. Each number you'll discover in this series is not just a code, it's a mirror, reflecting the energy you must embody to attract what you seek. So as you watch, breathe deeply, let the words sink into your heart. These numbers are not random digits, they are spiritual frequencies that bridge your human effort with divine timing. Stay with this energy until the end, for a secret master number awaits, a vibration so profound that it awakens both material fortune and soul-level peace. It is the number of awakened abundance, a code for those ready to rise beyond limitation. Close your eyes for a moment, feel the quiet hum of the universe moving through you. Ask yourself gently, am I ready to receive? Because tonight, the cosmos is listening. Number 17. The Builder's Faith and the Silent Strength of Destiny. In the grand architecture of destiny, there exists a number that moves quietly, patiently, and with immense power. 17. It doesn't boast like the mystical 11, nor does it shimmer with the effortless charm of 7. Yet in the hidden chambers of universal energy, 17 stands as the silent builder, the vibration of persistence, structure, and divine timing. Baba Vanga once said that the greatest miracles happen slowly, in silence, and that is precisely the nature of 17. It does not rush, it roots. It teaches that what is meant to last must first be built in solitude and faith. Seers of the old world believed that 17 was a karmic architect. It carries the frequency of resilience and grounded determination, the kind that keeps moving when applause has faded and the world has turned away. Imagine the quiet craftsman chiseling through the night, not for recognition, but for mastery. That is the energy of 17. It whispers in the early hours when no one is watching, saying, "Keep going." Every small effort is being recorded by the cosmos. In Buddhist wisdom, this mirrors the teaching of right effort, one of the noble eightfold paths, sacred pillars. Steady work born not from desire, but from awareness. When you break 17 into its essence, 1, pose 7, you receive the number 8, the symbol of infinite flow, balance, and karmic return. This is no coincidence, it is a reminder that every act of discipline creates a ripple in the universe, returning to you when the time is ripe. The energy of 8 ensures that nothing done with sincerity is ever lost. The universe holds your every step in trust until it's ready to unfold your reward. The teachings of the Buddha echo this truth. Drop by drop, the water pot is filled. Likewise, the wise person, gathering little by little, fills himself with good. Astrologically, 17 resonates with Saturn, the planet of structure, responsibility, and wisdom through endurance. Saturn does not grant easy gifts. It tests your patience, refines your strength, and blesses you only when you have earned the right to sustain what you seek. When life feels slow, when progress seems invisible, know that Saturn isn't denying you, it's preparing you. The delays are not rejections, they are alignments. The universe is ensuring your roots are strong enough to hold the abundance that's coming. And when you begin to see 17 repeating in your life, perhaps on receipts, clocks, or even license plates, pause and listen. The universe is not teasing you, it's affirming you. It's saying, stay grounded, stay faithful, you are closer than you think. The number 17 is a promise that quiet persistence outshines fleeting luck. It is the law of inner alignment, where success grows, not from noise, but from stillness, focus, and faith. So tonight, let this sacred number remind you, you are building something meant to last beyond this lifetime. Keep laying your bricks with patience, and one day, the walls of your dreams will stand unshakable beneath the sun of divine timing. And as you reflect upon the steady rhythm of 17, ask yourself softly, am I patient enough to trust the process that has already begun working for me? Number 5. The wind of renewal and the courage to change. There are moments in life when everything feels still, so still that the air itself seems to hold its breath. Then, without warning, a gentle wind rises. It moves through your thoughts, through your routines, whispering that something must change. That wind is the essence of number 5, a cosmic current of movement, transformation, and liberation. It doesn't arrive to destroy, it arrives to awaken. Just as the Buddha said, nothing is permanent. Everything changes. Being open to change is the way to freedom. Number 5 is the energy of the wanderer and the seeker, the part of you that craves new experiences, fresh perspectives, and untapped potential. In the language of the universe, 5 represents the 5 elements: earth, air, fire, water, and ether, forever shifting, dancing, and balancing each other. When this number begins to appear around you, it is not coincidence, it is a spiritual nudge from the cosmos saying, it's time to grow, it's time to let go of what no longer fits. Nostradamus once wrote of cycles where humanity would shed its old skins to become more awake. The vibration of 5 mirrors that prophecy. It calls for renewal, not just in your outer world, but in your soul. If life has begun to feel repetitive, dull, or stagnant, it means the energy of 5 is knocking at your door. This vibration doesn't thrive in comfort zones, it thrives in curiosity, in bold decisions, in the quiet bravery of stepping into the unknown. But transformation doesn't have to mean chaos. Baba Vanga's teachings remind us that change is not loss, it is a hidden blessing. When 5 enters your life, it asks for trust, not resistance. It's about opening your arms to what's coming instead of clinging to what has already passed. Like the wind that reshapes the dunes yet never harms the desert, 5 reshapes your life gently if you let it. In Buddhist thought, this number embodies impermanence, the truth that everything from pain to pleasure is transient. The wise do not fight the tide, they learn to flow with it. When you align with 5's energy, fear begins to dissolve, and adventure becomes your teacher. Every shift, every ending, every unexpected twist becomes sacred because you understand that all change carries the seed of awakening. So if lately you've felt restless, uncertain, or eager for something new, that is not impatience. It is evolution calling. Listen closely. Maybe you're being guided toward a new path, a new purpose, a new version of yourself waiting to bloom. Light a candle, close your eyes, and whisper softly, "I am ready for transformation." Because when you declare readiness, the universe begins to rearrange itself to meet your courage. And as you breathe in the energy of 5, ask your heart, "Am I willing to release what is safe so that I may step into what is true?" Number 22, the master builder of destiny. There are numbers that whisper softly, guiding your path in subtle ways, and then there are numbers that command the very foundations of reality itself. 22 is one of those numbers. Known in the sacred science of numerology as the master builder, it carries the vibration of creation, the power to turn thought into form and dreams into tangible truth. It is the number of visionaries, leaders, and spiritual architects who understand that the universe does not reward intention alone. It rewards alignment, structure, and unwavering faith. When you begin to see 22 more often on clocks, receipts, addresses, or even in your dreams, it's not random. It's a divine signal that you are standing at the threshold between the unseen and the manifest. Baba Vanga once said, "The ones who believe in the invisible will shape the visible world." And that is exactly what this number invites you to do. It asks you to build, to create, to manifest, but from a place of calm awareness rather than frantic desire. Nostradamus foresaw a time when human consciousness would evolve to co-create with the universe itself, where intentions backed by purity would alter destiny. The vibration of 22 aligns perfectly with that prophecy. It carries both the practicality of the number 4 and the spiritual vision of the number 11. Together, they form a bridge between heaven and earth, between inspiration and execution. To walk this bridge is to embody divine purpose through mindful action. From a Buddhist perspective, 22 symbolizes the middle path between dreaming and doing. It's not enough to meditate on your aspirations, you must also lay each brick of your destiny with awareness. True manifestation isn't about wishful thinking, it's about steady energy, pure intention, and compassionate discipline. Like a monk building a temple stone by stone, you are invited to construct your life with patience and purpose. To align with the power of 22, begin your mornings with conscious grounding. Breathe deeply and visualize 2 golden beams anchoring you to both earth and sky. Whisper to yourself, "I am aligned. I am building my destiny." Then, act with deliberate grace throughout your day. Each choice a brick, each thought a tool. Remember, 22 doesn't promise overnight miracles. It promises mastery through mindful effort. When challenges arise, and they will see them not as obstacles, but as sacred tests, shaping your resilience. Every delay is a lesson in patience. Every setback, a refinement of your craft. The master builder never rushes, because he knows that the most powerful structures rise slowly, supported by strong foundations. 22 reminds you that you are not just living life, you are designing it in harmony with universal rhythm. And as you feel this vibration move through you, pause and reflect. Am I merely wishing for change, or am I consciously building the life I desire? Number 7, the path of inner stillness and enlightened focus. There comes a moment in every seeker's journey when noise no longer satisfies the soul. When the applause of the world fades, and the only sound that matters is the rhythm of your own breath. That sacred silence, that calm beneath all motion, is where the energy of number 7 lives. It is the number of introspection, wisdom, and divine understanding. In the sacred language of the cosmos, 7 doesn't call you to chase the world, it calls you to return home, within. 7 is the vibration of solitude, not loneliness. Reflection, not withdrawal. It is the soft pull toward meditation, the still gaze that sees beyond illusion. In Buddhist wisdom, 7 mirrors the state of samatha, tranquil concentration, the peace that arises when the mind becomes still like a lake, reflecting the moon. This is the moment when confusion dissolves, and the truth of who you are begins to emerge from beneath the noise of what you've been told to be. Baba Vanga often spoke of a time when humanity would awaken not through war, but through silence. Her words echo the essence of this number, for in silence, the soul speaks. In stillness, intuition grows strong. The number 7 doesn't bring you riches or applause, it brings clarity, and with clarity comes power, for the one who understands the inner world holds the key to mastering the outer one. Nostradamus, in his coded verses, hinted that those who listen to the wind will hear the truth before the storm arrives. This is the wisdom of 7. It teaches you to withdraw, not to escape life, but to listen more deeply to its subtle signals. Sometimes, retreating into stillness is the most courageous act of all, because it requires you to face your own reflection, without distraction. This month, as cosmic energy ripples through the middle weeks of October, 7's vibration grows especially potent. It invites you to pause, to sit beneath the noise, beneath the pressure, and simply be. Maybe light a candle and close your eyes. Feel the silence wrap around you like a sacred cloak. Every breath you take is a reminder that you are not separate from the universe. You are part of its quiet, infinite flow. 7 also carries the energy of spiritual realignment. When you quiet the mind, what was once confusing becomes clear. What once felt heavy begins to lighten. You realize that abundance is not something you pursue, it's something that naturally finds those who live in harmony. As the Buddha said, peace comes from within, do not seek it without. When you embody that truth, you step into alignment with the divine order of all things. So if you've been overwhelmed by the rush of life, take this as a sign to slow down, turn inward, trust that stillness is not empty, it's full of answers waiting to be heard. The number 7 reminds you that sometimes the most productive thing you can do is pause, because when the mind rests, the soul begins to rise. Ask yourself tonight, under the quiet hum of the universe, when was the last time I truly listened to my own silence? Number 77, the divine mirror of enlightenment. In the sacred rhythm of the cosmos, there exists a number that reflects both the human soul and the divine consciousness. The number 77. It is a mirror within a mirror, a symbol of awakening that shines with the brilliance of higher truth. In Buddhist philosophy, this number embodies the union of wisdom, prajna, and compassion, karuna, the twin pillars of enlightenment. Those touched by 77 are called to look deeply within, not merely to see what the eyes perceive, but to understand what the heart knows. It is the number of karmic revelation, the quiet yet thunderous reminder that every thought and action carries a vibration that echoes back to the self. Nostradamus once wrote of the double flame that guides the seekers of light, while Baba Vanga often spoke of a future where the awakened will see through illusion and walk with divine insight. These cryptic visions resonate perfectly with the essence of 77, a number that calls forth clarity through reflection, awareness through stillness. When 77 appears in your path, it is not a coincidence, it is a mirror from the universe, urging you to face your true essence without fear. In numerology, 77 carries the frequency of deep spiritual mastery. It doesn't promise easy answers, but invites a soul-level transformation. This number asks, can you surrender the ego long enough to see the eternal within the temporary? In Buddhism, this is the essence of vipassana, the practice of seeing things as they truly are. And as the Buddha once said, within this very body lies the world's beginning and end. Such is the mystery of 77. It doesn't just lead you toward light, it reveals that the light was within you all along. The cosmic pattern of this number also symbolizes the reflection between karma and dharma, your past actions and your destined path. When aligned, these energies become a single luminous thread connecting the self to universal consciousness. Many who encounter 77 during times of uncertainty often feel a sudden sense of calm, as if destiny whispers, "You are exactly where you are meant to be." It is a number that grounds you in faith, reminding you that the divine plan unfolds in perfect harmony, even when unseen. As you walk through this phase of life, if you find yourself guided by the sacred code of 77, let it become your mantra for awareness. Sit in stillness, breathe deeply, and reflect, what truth is life showing me right now, through its mirror? For the enlightened heart knows, the moment you stop running from yourself, the universe finally reveals its divine reflection. Bonus number 11, the gateway of manifestation and awakening. Among all cosmic vibrations, few shimmer with the pure radiance of 111, a sacred sequence often described as the doorway between thought and creation. It is the number of divine alignment, where your inner world begins to shape your outer reality. In the teachings of Buddhism, this represents the state of samadhi, the perfect union between mind, intention, and energy. When End 111 appears, it is not random, it is the whisper of the universe, saying, "Awaken, your thoughts are seeds, and the garden of destiny is listening." Nostradamus once wrote of a time when numbers would speak louder than voices, and those attuned to them would shape worlds unseen. Baba Vanga, too, foresaw a future where thought will manifest into matter with the power of pure faith. These visions merge within the energy of 11, the vibration of creation, manifestation, and divine synchronicity. It is a signal that the spiritual and physical are beginning to align, and that your desires are not distant, they are being drawn toward you like stars to gravity. In numerology, 111 carries the frequency of awareness and transformation. It is the moment between stillness and action, a cosmic pause that asks, what are you creating with your current state of mind? For just as the Buddha taught, what we think, we become. The number 111 reminds you that your mind is a mirror. What you believe, you attract. Each thought vibrates outward, shaping the unseen before it becomes the seen. Thus, 111 is not just a number, it is an awakening, a call to watch your thoughts as sacred prayers. Spiritually, this number signifies the beginning of a new path, a time when the universe opens the gates of opportunity. If 77 was the mirror of enlightenment, then 111 is the door beyond that mirror, the point where realization transforms into creation. When you see this number, pause and align your energy, feel gratitude, envision your path with clarity, and release doubt, for the universe mirrors your frequency. The higher your vibration, the purer your manifestation. So, beloved seeker, when the number 111 finds you, whether in dreams, on clocks, or in the flow of daily life, know that it is not coincidence, but calling. It is the divine code of manifestation, the signal of alignment between the seen and unseen worlds. Ask yourself in silence, what thoughts am I nurturing right now, and what future are they building for me? For in the sacred rhythm of 11, the mind becomes the brush, and life itself, the masterpiece. The circle of awakening. And so, beloved soul, as we come to the end of this sacred journey through the language of numbers, remember this: numerology is not about luck or chance, it is about awareness, vibration, and alignment. The universe is a living consciousness, speaking to you through patterns, synchronicities, and signs. Each number you encounter is not separate from you, it is a reflection of your own energy in motion. The cosmos does not choose numbers randomly, it chooses them to awaken you, to remind you that your spirit and destiny are intertwined like breath and wind. The seers, who walked before us, Nostradamus, with his cryptic foresight, and Baba Vanga, with her luminous intuition, both understood one simple truth, that humanity is forever guided by invisible codes. These codes are written in numbers, in stars, and in the silent geometry of existence. When you align yourself with these vibrations, you move in harmony with the rhythm of creation itself. Life becomes less of a struggle and more of a sacred dance, a divine unfolding that leads you closer to truth, peace, and realization. In Buddhist wisdom, this alignment is not found outside, but within. The numbers are mirrors, the stars are reminders. But the real journey is inward, toward the still point of your consciousness, where all creation begins. It is here that karma transforms into dharma, fear into faith, and destiny into choice. Every number we explored is a step on that inner path, from awareness to transformation, from chaos to clarity, from thought to manifestation. As you continue to walk your path, remember this truth: the universe listens to the frequency of your belief. Speak in gratitude, act with compassion, and think with light, and reality will echo your vibration. For the numbers you see are not coincidences, they are confirmations that you are aligned with something greater, something infinite. So as the echoes of these sacred numbers settle into your heart, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what am I ready to awaken within me? For when you ask such a question, the universe always answers. And if you wish to understand how these divine numbers are shaping your personal journey, stay with Old Buddhist philosophy, where every number is not just a symbol, but a doorway to your awakening.